Morning all. Today is the something of August, I don't even know anymore. And what should appear? A wild Kadabra. I've never ever seen one of these before. Not a wild one anyway, although it is CP13 and it's going to be difficult to capture, as seems to be my luck at the moment. Um, I just thought I'd record this little clip while I'm pulled over. So hopefully we capture this Kadabra and that'll be a new Pokemon registered in our Pokédex. And as I have a lucky egg activated, we will now get 200 XP and 1000 XP for it being a new Pokemon, because a lucky egg gives you double the XP of what it would be normally. So this is going to be Kadabra registered in our Pokédex. We don't even have Abra, which is what it goes: Abra, Kadabra, Alakazam, which is the three Pokemon here. So although it's CP13, not fantastic, it is great. And that is us over to level 8. So for level 8 we've got 15 Pokeball, 10 potions, 5 revive, raspberry, and I think the last one was a lore module. I need to learn how to speak faster and see these things faster, or at least try and remember them. But I have just finished a night shift not long ago, so you'll have to excuse me. So, it has just been my birthday. So for my birthday, I got a gift voucher for iTunes, I think, or something, and I've used that to purchase some coins in the shop here. And what I purchased is I've got 8 lucky eggs and 8 lure modules. I am currently using 1 lucky egg and 1 lure module to try and attract Pokemon to this location for the Pokestop that's just across the road from me, and that is something that I'm going to be using. As you can see in the corner here, the lucky egg is now down to 13 minutes something, and the lure module will be just less than that, I think, because I started the lure module first. So we're just going to try and capture this Spearow for a CP62, which is quite okay. Again, we're just levelling up to level 8, so the Pokemon we'll be capturing are still going to be quite low CPs. So that's Spearow caught. I'm still quite excited over that Kadabra. I've never even seen one before. And if we go down here into my nearby list, you can see there's a Pokemon that is not highlighted. That is a Ponyta, which is another Pokemon I've never seen before. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and walk around for a little bit and find this Ponyta, because that will be a new Pokemon that I've never seen before and I would quite like to capture it. So I'm going to stop this clip here and I'm going to walk about and try and capture that Ponyta. So, a sad thing happened. The Ponyta has completely disappeared from my nearby list. But we've been replaced by a Fearow, which is this other Pokemon on the second line down. That's not highlighted. Not as good as a Ponyta, but it's still a Pokemon we haven't caught before. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get in between these 2 Pokestops that you can see here and put a lure module on both, so that we'll have a double chance of us attracting a Pokemon that we have not done so before. So in order to do that, I'm going to move my car in between these 2 Pokestops, because I have just done a 12+ hour night shift, so I'm not really going to be walking around much, but I do want to be filming some episodes. So I'm just going to turn the AR on for a change, and you can see the lovely day it is here in North Yorkshire. And Krabby is currently on my car in front of these shops that you can see here. So hopefully that's Krabby caught, and he would have been a new Pokemon, but I've already caught him today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Journal and see what Pokemon we've caught today. The 7th of August it is. There we go. Found out what day it was. 7th of August. So if we go down to the 7th of August, we've caught a few Pokemon there. So we've caught a Weedle, and another Weedle went away. We didn't manage to capture a Pidgey. Krabby we've caught. Caterpie we've caught. Pidgeotto we've received a few items from Pokestops. The Kadabra, that infamous Kadabra that we caught, which is a new Pokemon, as I've said. And Paris was a new Pokemon, and Krabby. And here is a Zubat. Zubat is flying around. So we'll see if we can capture this Zubat, and hopefully that'll be another Pokemon, another 3 candies added to our Zubat candies in order to upgrade, or evolve, should I say, into that Golbat, which I don't think we have a Golbat registered. So I'm just going to go into the Pokédex, and as you can see, our starting Pokemon was Bulbasaur. I'm just going to scroll down to Zubat here at number 41. And number 42 would be Golbat, so we don't have a Golbat yet, so that would be something to aim to evolve for, and that's all we've got so far. So in our nearby list we have got Krabby, the Fearow in the middle, which is not highlighted. We've got Kakuna, Nidoran, Female, I think that is, Ghastly, Zubat, Weedle, Paris and Eevee. So unfortunately we missed out on that Ponyta, which I'm quite sad about, but we will capture it one day. It's not like it's gone forever. We might just have to go on an adventure and search for these Pokemon so that we eventually get all 151. So there's just another Pokemon appeared. It's just a Weedle, so it's not fantastic. But again, every Pokemon you capture gives you those 3 specific Pokemon type in order to be able to evolve. So that was Weedle caught, which means we now have 20 Weedle candy to aim for our goal of Kakuna. So we need 50, so we're just under halfway there. If we got rid of some of these, or transferred, should I say, some of these lower level Weedles, that would give us the 25 that we need. So that would mean that we're halfway there. So now this lore module has stopped, what I'm going to do is I'm going to first, I can't spin it. If you go into this little box that's under the name and you click on your lore module and use, or fling it up, should I say, that gives you a activates the lore module. So I'm just spinning this Pokestop. Got 3 Pokeballs, that's okay. And what should appear? A Pidgey. Again, not the best Pokemon, but Pidgey does evolve into Pidgeotto and then into Pidgeot, which do give you a high level CP. So the higher levels Pidgeys you can capture, it will give you that Pidgeotto at high level and a Pidgeot at high level. So we have now got 50 type normal Pokemon, and we've earned ourselves another medal. And as you can see, by using a lucky egg, we have already gone halfway to level 9. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my items and I'm going to activate another lucky egg, which will be activated for 30 minutes, and again it will give you double XP for everything. So if when a normal Pokemon is captured it's 100, when we use our lucky egg we are getting those 200 XP, which means we can level up quickly, and especially when you're sort of at the lower levels and you're capturing new Pokemon constantly, when you have those lucky eggs it is well worth using to gain those XPs quicker. So, just as I turned off Airshoe to finish recording, and I've gone back into Pokemon, a Hitmonchan has appeared. Another new Pokemon to me. So, as you can see, it's got a dark orange circle, which means it is a harder Pokemon to capture than the Pidgeys and things we've been capturing, which have a green circle. So, as you can see, it's broke free. So as I really want to capture this Hitmonchan, I'm going to go into my items and use a raspberry. Now raspberries calm a Pokemon down, so technically it's supposed to make it easier for you to capture them. But as you can see, it's still got that dark orange circle around it. So, Hitmonchan, you are going to be a hard one to capture, aren't you? So I'm just going to move the camera a little bit because as you can see there's somebody in front of me and I don't want to be taking a picture of other people, but we are focusing on this Hitmonchan. That's 2. Oh, so close that time. Again, we're going to use another raspberry. These raspberries are supposed to make the Pokemon easier to capture, but as you can see, it does not always work, and this Hitmonchan is making us fight for it. Oh, again, so close. Right, oh, and we lost a Hitmonchan. Oh, it just ran away. Well, that was quite unfortunate, but there is a Pidgey and an Eevee here, so let's capture this Eevee first. because again, we want those Eevee candies to level up, to evolve our Eevees into Flareon, Vaporeon, and Jolteon. That's the other one. Flareon, Vaporeon, and Jolteon are the three Eevee evolutions that we can evolve our Eevee into. So if we go into our Pokemon and here down into a number order, we're 10 away from being able to evolve our Eevee into a evolution, one of its evolution states. So we'll capture this Pidgey, and then I will see what else we can find. Oh, I'm so annoyed at myself for not capturing that Hitmonchan. That's two now we've missed. We've missed a Ponyta because I couldn't find it, and I was unable to capture the Hitmonchan. And that could just mean we are too lower level to be able to capture those Pokemon with the orange and the red circles. But as we level up and more items become available, and different Pokeballs become available, such as the Great Ball, the Ultra Ball, which will give us a better chance of being able to capture those Pokemon that are in a red or dark orangey circle. So, we're a few minutes later, and a wild Ekans has just appeared, and I'm not sure, I don't think we've captured Ekans before, so this is another new Pokemon for us today. Although these Pokemon, oh no! No, okay. We didn't catch the Ekans. Never mind, it's okay. We're not going to get upset about it. Oh, Niantic, you need to fix this bug. These Pokemon are getting way too hard to capture at such a low, such an early level. I mean, we're only on level 8. We're getting close to level 9. About 2,000 XP away. And these Pokemon are just running away and not going into the Pokeballs, and lots of other things that you don't want to experience when you're playing a game. You want the game to run smooth, and I mean, Ekans has run away. We've lost a Pidgey, Hitmonchan ran away. All these new Pokemon that we really want to capture are just running away from us. So I'll do another clip if another Pokemon appears that we haven't caught before. I'm not showing all the Pidgeys and things we've caught, because again we've captured them before and they're just the same. But what I have been doing is transferring some of my Pidgeys out to get these higher level Pidgeotto and Pidgeots. Two more Pidgeys are in. Hopefully we can capture these two Pidgeys, and that should push us over to being able to upgrade our CP94 Pidgey into a Pidgeotto, and then straight through to a Pidgeot, because there is a gym here that has a lower level Pokemon. I think it's a 404. I'll show you in a minute once we've captured these Pidgeys. Got 7 Pokeballs left. Oh, these Pokemon are just getting so hard to capture. See, Pidgey broke free. A Pidgey at this level should not be breaking free from a Pokeball. So we'll see. We'll try again. Let's see if we can capture this Pidgey. It's 1, 2. Yes, we finally caught something. So that's Pidgey caught. So I think that pushes us over. Oh, not quite. We need 62 Pidgey candy to be able to get these evolved. So again, but we're pushing closer and closer to that level 9. We're now about 1,500 away. So we've got 50 flying type Pokemon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my Pokemon, transfer out those Pidgeys, because they're only like 50. Oh, no, definitely don't want to evolve it. I want to transfer out those 2 Pidgeys we've just caught, and that gives us 55 Pidgey candies. That's 7 candies away, so 2 Pokemon captures away from being able to evolve these CP94 Pidgey into hopefully our most powerful Pidgeot. And if we go to this gym just here, which is the Richmond Castle, I believe, they have a Jolteon for 404 and a Golbat for 578. If we get our Pidgey evolved all the way to Pidgeot, I think it could beat this Golbat at 578, and we will have our first gym battle. my first gym battle ever. Because if I can click on some of these gyms further away, they do always have these 1,000+ CP Pokemon, which I am just not at the level where I'm going to be able to beat these at the minute. If we click on this gym, which is another blue gym, see, they have a 732 Golbat, so that might be another one we can battle if we get our Pidgey evolved. So, hi guys, it's about 9 o'clock at night, as you can see, and we are in the local town to get some more Pokemon. So what first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a lure onto this Pokestop here, and the Pokemon that's already appeared is a Rattata. As you can see, sitting directly in the middle of these two Pokestops, is going to attract a lot of Pokemon to our location. So I'm going to hit this Eevee up first, see if we can capture this Eevee. It is a 254 Eevee, which makes it our highest Eevee that we've seen, and I think the highest even Pokemon that we should have. So if we capture this Eevee, I think this will be our highest CP Pokemon. So hopefully, at some point, if Eevee does not run away and we don't run out of Pokeballs, we'll be able to capture this Eevee. Now, when the orange circle in Eevee's case is the biggest, it is supposed to be the most easiest to catch. As it gets smaller, oh no, okay, well Eevee ran away, but we've still got a few Pokemon, a Rattata, Weedle, and Pidgey, I think the other one was. So let's see if we can catch this Rattata. It's a green circle, so it's supposed to be the easiest one to catch. And sitting in between these two Pokestops means a lot of Pokemon should be able to get drawn to our location, and also we'll be able to get some more Pokeballs because, as you saw, we're running out. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get one of these lucky eggs going so that we have gaining double XP for every Pokemon we capture. So this is Weedle here. We're going to capture Weedle, hopefully, maybe. It has got a darker orange colour circle, so it's not going to be the easiest capture. But that is Weedle caught. So, we're not... Although we missed out on Eevee, we do need Eevee to be able to evolve. We're still not bad. So if we go into our nearby list, we've got a lot of these Pokemon already. We've got Venonat, Eevee, Caterpie, Kakuna, Zubat, Pidgey, Weedle and Drowsy. And that one that is still in the dark is a Slowbro or Slowpoke. I always get a bit confused between those two, so I think it could be a Slowpoke, which then evolves into a Slowbro. We're just going to capture this Pidgey, hopefully, and then maybe see what we can do about levelling up some Pokemon. And hopefully we won't have as much as a disaster as we did this morning, trying to capture the Ekans and the Hitmonchan. So, as you can see around us, we have a gym that is held by the blue team with a 1,075 CP Hypno, a 1,859 Lapras. That's quite a high level. What else have we got around us apart from the Pokestop? We've got a gym that's held by Team Yellow with a 1,029 Hypno, a 1,480 Vaporeon, and again another Lapras for 1,810. So there's a lot of Laprases in the gyms around here. I believe there's another gym in the distance which has a 1,941 Snorlax. That's quite a high power CP. Oh, and we've got a Diglett here. Diglett's another Pokemon I've never captured. So hopefully I'm going to use the Raspberry to... I can't think of the words I'm trying to say here, sorry. I'm going to turn the AR off so that we can try and capture this Diglett. Now, I'm not hopeful that we're going to capture this in the first turn, because since Niantic have updated the game, it is... Oh my goodness, wow, okay, so we've captured a Diglett. That's a new Pokemon registered in our Pokédex, so it's 1,000 XP. So yeah, sorry, what was I saying? Niantic has upgraded the game, updated it, so it is harder to capture Pokemon, but they are working on that fix. I have been informed by some friends and things who know more about it than I do. So next we're going to try and capture this Zubat. It's I didn't see, 1,147 XP CP Zubat. So, which again, I'm not having much luck with capturing. But hopefully, this is us now captured Zubat. Nope. Well, at least he didn't run away. I'm down to my last Pokeball. This is not good, guys. Not good. Oh, okay. So, right. So now we have no Pokeballs. I'm going to come out of that and try and hit up some of these Pokestops to give us as many Pokeballs as we can get. Now, because we chose to run from that Zubat, as you can see, is still there. But for the time being, I'm not going to be capturing Zubat just yet till I've got some more Pokeballs, because I only have 3, which they will run out quite quick. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit in between these Pokestops, and every 5 minutes we will be able to use the Pokestops and capture, try and get some Pokeballs. So I'll leave it here, and hopefully within a few 10 minutes or something, we'll have a few more Pokeballs that we can go out capturing Pokemon with. So, hi guys, it's about 9 o'clock at night, as you can see, and we are in the local town to get some more Pokemon. So what first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a lure onto this Pokestop here, and a Pokemon that's already appeared. It's a Rattata. As you can see, sitting directly in the middle of these two Pokestops, is going to attract a lot of Pokemon to our location. So I'm going to hit this Eevee up first, see if we can capture this Eevee. It is a 254 Eevee, which makes it our highest Eevee that we've seen, and I think the highest even Pokemon that we should have. So if we capture this Eevee, I think this will be our highest CP Pokemon. So hopefully, at some point, if Eevee does not run away and we don't run out of Pokeballs, we'll be able to capture this Eevee. Now, when the orange circle in Eevee's case is the biggest, it is supposed to be the most easiest to catch. As it gets smaller, oh no, okay, well Eevee ran away, but we've still got a few Pokemon, a Rattata, Weedle, and Pidgey, I think the other one was. So let's see if we can catch this Rattata. It's a green circle, so it's supposed to be the easiest one to catch. And sitting in between these two Pokestops means a lot of Pokemon should be able to get drawn to our location, and also we'll be able to get some more Pokeballs, because as you saw, we're running out. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get one of these lucky eggs going, so that we have gaining double XP for every Pokemon we capture. So this is Weedle here. We're going to capture Weedle, hopefully, maybe. It has got a darker orange colour circle, so it's not going to be the easiest capture. But that is Weedle caught. So, we're not... Although we missed out on Eevee, we do need Eevee to be able to evolve. We're still not bad. So if we go into our nearby list, we've got a lot of these Pokemon already. We've got Venonat, Eevee, Caterpie, Kakuna, Zubat, Pidgey, Weedle and Drowsy. And that one that is still in the dark is a Slowbro or Slowpoke. I always get a bit confused between those two, so I think it could be a Slowpoke, which then evolves into a Slowbro. We're just going to capture this Pidgey, hopefully, and then maybe see what we can do about levelling up some Pokemon. And hopefully we won't have as much as a disaster as we did this morning, trying to capture the Ekans and the Hitmonchan. So, as you can see around us, we have a gym that is held by the blue team with 1075 CP Hypno, a 1859 Lapras. That's quite a high level. What else have we got around us apart from the Pokestop? We've got a gym that's held by Team Yellow with a 1029 Hypno, a 1480 Vaporeon, and again another Lapras for 1810. So there's a lot of Laprases in the gyms around here. I believe there's another gym in the distance which has a 1941 Snorlax. That's quite a high power CP. Oh, and we've got a Diglett here. Diglett's another Pokemon I've never captured. So hopefully I'm going to use the Raspberry to I can't think of the words I'm trying to say here, sorry. I'm going to turn the AR off so that we can try and capture this Diglett. Now, I'm not hopeful that we're going to capture this in the first turn, because since Niantic have updated the game, it is... Oh my goodness, wow, okay, so we've captured a Diglett. That's a new Pokemon registered in our Pokedex, so it's 1,000 XP. So yeah, sorry, what was I saying? Niantic has upgraded the game, updated it, so it is harder to capture Pokemon, but they are working on that fix. I have been informed by like some friends and things who know more about it than I do. So next we're going to try and capture this Zubat. It's a, I didn't see, 1,147 XP CP Zubat. So, which again, I'm not having much luck with capturing. But hopefully, this is us now captured Zubat. Nope. Well, at least he didn't run away. I'm down to my last Pokeball. This is not good, guys. Not good. Oh, okay. So, right. So now we have no Pokeballs. I'm going to come out of that and try and hit up some of these Pokestops to give us as many Pokeballs as we can get. Now, because we chose to run from that Zubat, as you can see, is still there. But for the time being, I'm not going to be capturing Zubat just yet till I've got some more Pokeballs, because I only have 3, which they will run out quite quick. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit in between these Pokestops, and every 5 minutes we will be able to use the Pokestops and capture, try and get some Pokeballs. So I'll leave it here, and hopefully within a few 10 minutes or something, we'll have a few more Pokeballs that we can go out capturing Pokemon with. So, it's a little while later, it's now like 20 to 10, and I've just captured a Zubat, which means we have now got enough Zubats, or Zubat candy, to evolve our highest level Zubat, which is CP 117, into a Golbat. So I've got a lucky egg running, which means we'll get double XP for this evolution, and I think this will also push us over that boundary into level 9 or maybe level 10. I should have had a look before I evolved Zubat, but never mind. So here is Golbat. He is a new Pokemon registered to our Pokedex, so that I think will give us normally 500 XP, but because we have that lucky egg running, it is going to give us 1,000 XP, and it's 361 CP, so it's not a bad evolution. So as you can see, that has now pushed us over to, oh, we've got 2,000 for evolving Zubat. So I'm just, oh, and this is us level 10, so what do we get? We get Pokeballs, Super Potions, Revive Potion, Incense, Lucky Egg, Egg Incubator, and a Lure, I think. Our bag is full. So we can, I think, put another egg into incubate. Yep. So I'm going to put the 5k egg into an incubator. Actually, we're not doing very well getting these eggs incubated. But we have been pushed over to level 10, so that is a bonus. So we now need 10,000 XP to get up to that level 11. So there's 2 lures going still, and 2 Pokemon. Right, I'm going to go for the Rattata first, because we do have a very low CP Raticate, so I would like to be able to evolve the higher level Rattata into Eradicate to give us some more stronger CP Pokemon to eventually be able to battle those gyms. Again, Pokemon are still being very hard to capture, and we're not having much luck with that today. I haven't seen many new Pokemon yet that we haven't captured before, so hopefully throughout time and throughout doing this Let's Play, we will be able to get those newer Pokemon registered into our Pokedex, rather than the same few like Pidgeys, Rattatas kind of Pokemon, Weedles. There's a lot of Weedles in this area. But Pidgeys is one of the ones we'll be mostly looking at to get, because it does need a lot of Pidgey candy to be able to evolve into Pidgeotto and Pidgeot. As you can see, our highest level Pidgeot at the moment is 317. So when we get enough Pidgey candy, I do want to evolve the Pidgeotto at 178 into a Pidgeot, I think, because that will give us quite a high CP Pokemon. So we're just transferring those two Pidgeys out because they were CP 10 and we don't want to keep those ones. So this is what our bag is looking like at the moment. We currently have 61 Pokemon in our bag because, again, we keep transferring them out. So here is our list of current Pokemon we have. So if I go back through and into Pokedex, we now have 31 caught and Sid 33, because obviously Ekans we lost this morning, and similarly Hitmonchan also got away from us this morning. But hopefully those Pokemon will pop back up again in this area and I will be able to capture them. So we are slowly getting through the Pokedex. I haven't caught any more starter Pokemon. You can see we've just got Bulbasaur here. We are so close to being able to level up. Well, I say so close, I'm not 100% sure how close we are. We currently have 10. We're a fifth of the way to be able to evolve Metapod into Butterfree. And I think there's just been a Pokemon appeared. Okay, so there's two Pokemon, a Pidgey and a Rattata. We're going to go for the Pidgey first. CP 58, not the best, but again, it will give us those 3 Pidgey candy that we need to gain up to evolve Pidgey into Pidgeot through its evolutions. And then we'll go along here and we will capture this Rattata. Again, we want to be looking at trying to get a higher level Raticate. I couldn't think of the name then. So hopefully this is Rattata caught, and that will give us again those 3 extra Rattata candies, to be able to evolve our highest level CP Rattata into Raticate. So it's a few minutes later, and I have been sat here catching Pokemon, and I've just caught a CP 15 Eevee, which has pushed us over, being able to evolve our strongest CP Eevee, which is only a 73, but Eevee does have quite a high evolution rate. So I'm going to try one of the little tricks of changing your Eevee's name to either Raina, Pyro, or Sparky, if I remember rightly. So this one I'm going to do Raina, which I think should give us a Vaporeon. So I'm going to evolve our CP73 Eevee and see what we come out with. Even if it's not a Vaporeon, if it's Jolteon or Flareon, it will still be a new Pokemon registered in our Pokedex. And because we have that that Lucky Eggs one in, we've got a Vaporeon. That's brilliant. So it does work. Well, it's worked for this one. Raina gives you a Vaporeon. So again, because we've got that Lucky Egg one in, it will give us a double XP for evolving. Yeah. So it's only a 198 Vaporeon, which is quite low. I don't know whether there's been. Anyway, that's what we've ended up with. We've ended up with a 198 CP Vaporeon. So I'm going to just change its name back to Vaporeon. And hopefully I'm spelling that right. I think I am. So change that back. So it's not the best CP we have. I did catch a wild Pidgeot, which is 541 CP, so that means it is now our highest level Pokemon that we have. Oh my goodness, a wild Haunter. Oh wow. Again, this is new. I think because we're out in the night time, different Pokemon appear in the night. So hopefully we can capture this Haunter. It doesn't run away. We'll use one of our Lucky Eggs. not lucky eggs, are raspberries to calm this Haunter down, and hopefully that means we can capture Haunter. Again, Pokemon I've never seen in the wild before. I have got Ghastly, a few Ghastlies, but not enough to be able to evolve into a Haunter, so this will be another new Pokemon registered to our Pokédex if we can capture it. Obviously, we have got a few raspberries that we could use, and which, as you can see, that orange circle was getting a bit lighter, so hopefully this means that we should be able to capture this Ghastly, and it will be another new Pokemon registered to us. So that is Ghastly caught. A Haunter, sorry. That's Haunter caught. Ghastly's a different Pokemon. As you can see, Haunter's been registered on our Pokédex. And although it's saying that my bag is full, you do still get the XP. As you can see there, we've got the XP for registering Haunter, and then the XP for the Pokestop. You still do get your experience for you going to the Pokestop. As you can see here, we've gained 100 XP. It's normally be 50, but as we've got that lucky egg going, it is double. And as a Drowsy's just appeared, we're going to capture this Drowsy, hopefully. It's a 195 Drowsy, so again, that's quite a good level CP for when we evolve it into a Hypno. So we're just going to put this Raspberry to try and calm Drowsy down, so that we can try and capture him. Again, like I said before, hopefully Niantic, the makers of this game, will try and fix some of the issues that I'm having with Pokemon captures, and they will become a little bit easier again, because there's been a lot of Pokemon running away. They've been difficult to capture in these past few clips that I've done. So hopefully within a few more Pokeballs we should have this Drowsy, Drowsy captured. So that has given us 3 of those Drowsy candies to eventually get 50 to being able to evolve into a Hypno from Drowsy. So just going to try and capture this Spearow. Now Spearow's evolution is Fearow, which we have not registered in our Pokédex yet, so we'll keep capturing these Spearows, and hopefully before long we should be able to level up our Spearow into a Fearow. Now once I've captured this Spearow, I'll go into our Pokédex or Pokemon and see if we are any closer to being able to evolve any more Pokemon on this episode. So that is Spearow captured, as you can see there. So that gives us another 100 Stardust, 3 Spearow candy, and we're just under halfway to being able to evolve Spearow into a Fearow. So I'm going to go in, I'm just going to capture this Weedle again, because we want those 3 Weedle candies to be able to evolve Kakuna into Beedrill, which is another Pokemon we do not have yet. So that's Weedle caught, and we're now at 47 Weedle candies. So if we go into our... Oh, and we've registered another medal, or we've earned another medal for capturing 50 Poison-type Pokemon. So if we now go into our Pokemon and put them back into number order, we should be able to transfer some of these lower level Weedles, and which means we're now 1 candy away from being able to evolve Kakuna into the Beedrill. But our Weedle that we have is a higher level than the Kakuna we have that we want to evolve. And as it is important to get those higher CP Pokemon, I think what I will do is wait until we have 62 Weedle candy and then evolve our highest level Weedle straight into a Kakuna and then straight into a Beedrill. So do the whole evolution chain at one time. And with that registering of the Beedrill in our Pokédex, we should be able to, if a lucky egg is going, be pushed over to the level 11. if we don't already do so, or haven't already done so. So again, although we've captured Pidgey before, we do want to keep capturing him to give us those 3 Pidgey candy, because Pidgey is one of the higher or the easier ones to catch, and it will give you the most CP for leveling it up. So if you can capture a really Pokemon game. Well, let's try and capture this Meowth since Pidgey ran away, and I will finish my sentence. So you want to try and evolve your highest level Pidgeys all the way through Pidgeotto and to Pidgeot to get the best CP to be able to battle gyms and things. Well, we've got a Meowth that was a lot easier to capture than the Pidgey. We've only got 9 Meowth candy at the moment, but hopefully we will again be capturing more Meowths to give us a Persian, what Meowth evolves into. So we're very, very close to that level 11. We're currently 9,520 XP out of the 10,000. So hopefully a couple more Pokemon captures, or maybe even registering and just a new Pokemon, will give us that push we need in order to get over to level 11. So you can see somebody else has just put a lure down again. So we're going to try and capture this Zubat, which is 140, so I think one of the higher level Zubats that we've caught. So again, we want to be aiming for when the circle is small, and it's usually within their head. So that's Zubat captured. So that's what. So if I just check our progress for Zubat, our highest level Zubat we have is a CP 160, so the one we just caught wasn't the best, but as you can see, every Pokemon you capture is getting those 3 more Pokemon candy to be able to evolve them up. So again, we've only got 12 Drowsy candy, so we're not close to being able to upgrade any more Pokemon yet. We have caught a few Seals, but again, not close enough to be able to upgrade. So I think that's it for now. I'm just going to stay here a bit longer since there's still 2 lore modules going, and there is still Pokemon here. This one that's not highlighted is Shelder. So hopefully before long a Shelder will appear and we'll be able to capture it. So I'm going to leave this episode here for now, and I will update you on more of what I've captured later on. So thank you for watching. I hope it's not been waffling. I've not waffled too much, but I probably have. I feel like I do. But look out for more Pokemon Go videos in the future, and some more cross-stitch updates coming soon. Have a nice day. So, I know I said I'd finish recording for the day, but just as I'm sat here, a wild Butterfree has appeared. Now, I know I've mentioned this before, but Butterfree is one of my favourite Pokemon from the first generation. And so I thought, well, I definitely want to record this being captured. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that this Butterfree does not run away. Now, it would be better if we had a higher level Pokeball, such as a Great Ball or an Ultra Ball, to catch this Butterfree, but we don't. So I'm just going to keep using these raspberries, and again, keep my fingers crossed, but not getting my hopes up too high, because although I'd be disappointed if this Butterfree does run away, hopefully there will be another one pop up soon. So again, we'll just keep using these raspberries and keep our fingers crossed that we're able to capture this Butterfree. Although it is a dark red circle, which means it's going to be hard to capture, hopefully not impossible. So we're down to only a few raspberries left, so hopefully one of these will be a lucky one and mean that we can capture this Butterfree. Well, that was a great throw, so that could mean we've pushed it over the edge to be able to capture it. Nope, unfortunately not. So again, raspberry, which is supposed to make the Pokemon easier to capture, but again, as you can see, it is not. It's just very hit and miss at the moment. So that's two. Oh no, it was almost. That was two and a bit rolls. So hopefully this one will be the lucky one. So it didn't say. Nope. Oh no, we lost the butterfree. Oh well. Um. Well, that's such a shame. I really wanted to record me capturing the butterfree for you guys. So that's unfortunate. But there is a crabby here. So again, we could do with those three crabby candies to evolve Krabby into a Kingler. But unfortunately, we did miss out on that butterfree, which I'm quite sad about because again, like I said, it is one of my favourite Pokemon from the first generation. But hopefully, because it has spawned nearby, that means it will be available to capture if I try again, or if it appears again once the bugs have been fixed in this game. So we're going to try and capture this Pidgey. Hopefully, we have a bit more luck than that butterfree. Again, we're not having much luck with these capturing of Pokemon, so we'll keep going. Well, that was a great throw, so that usually does mean that the Pokemon is captured, but again, in this case, not today. So, once we've captured this Pidgey, I'm going to turn my car back on to put my phone on charge, and I'm definitely going to call it quits for the recording for the day. So, bye all.